Welcome to July 2024, Stargazers. It's going to be a month. It's going to be a month. So this week that's just past the end of June, the Supreme Court is apparently on its official revenge tour. They have made it legal to bribe judges. I kid you not, this literally came down. Imagine why that came through. And after that, they overturned a Chevron v something or other. It's a law that's been in place to protect all of us from abuses by corporations because it requires that experts in the specific fields that something needs to be done are required to give their input and their okay on these things, which means that corporations can't just dump chemicals in the water. You've got to talk to people who are familiar and experts in water quality and environmental stuff, all those sort of things, because, we kind of like, clean drinking water, right? And with scientists, medicine, everything, blah 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 blah, all the way down the roll, which also means that now, and with overturning that, what that means apparently is that judges themselves, who have no expertise in anything that they're ruling on, can make the decision to approve or disapprove something that an expert, a qualified expert, should be having the most say in. Right? They can totally overrule them. Right? Can you imagine your local mayor or governor overruling a decision your doctor's made about your life-saving care? That's where we're at with that particular decision. And it apparently covers a whole lot of stuff. It's worth looking into if you haven't already. It's important. It's important because they've just dismantled it. Oh my God. I can't even. So here's the thing. And this is not a medical suggestion. This is only something I'm suggesting because it works for me. You'll have to do the research and check with your own physicians and sort this out for yourself if this is something that you want to pursue. So, stress burns up tons of B vitamins, right? So for those of you who are stressed, and I think we all are, some extra B complex would be helpful, assuming you can take that. And that will help keep your nervous systems B complex. And some of the B vitamins specifically have to do with nerve regulation. Right now, we're all having a lot of nervous dysregulation, right? So B complex will be helpful over the coming month. Vitamin C is extremely helpful for everybody. So if you can take a little extra vitamin C, either in the form of natural foods or in supplements, do it. I have discovered this amazing supplement called L-theanine. I'll put a link below. It's got tons of medical research done on it, so it's good. It's amazing, and it has profound impact for the best, for the better, right, in issues of anxiety, specifically, and also focus on stuff. They call it a nootropic. I've been using it. I'm impressed because I'm not a big placebo girl like you. I'm a big cynic about a whole lot of stuff. So you're gonna have to really convince me that something's working, especially when you're selling it. So I like it. So that might be something useful too. So right now, what I would recommend for the month moving forward, maybe even into August, is to do as much as you can in terms of anxiety management. The other thing that will help with depression and anxiety is physically move your body. Get up and go do something. Clean, organize, take a walk, go lift a weight. Right? Go run, jog, whatever it is that you need to do that gets your body physically in motion. Physical activity helps burn off a lot of the crazy train energy in your head. So do that for yourself this month, especially moving forward. If it's super, super hot, what can you do, right? Find something that you can do that will allow you to burn off some of this energy, without overheating yourself. Now, for the month of July, some things you should know that's not new news. There's only a couple of things, major things happening, and everybody's talking about it. So Saturn in Pisces is going retrograde this month. Neptune in Pisces is going retrograde this month, or is retrograde this month. And Pluto in Aquarius is retrograde this month. So we've got three of the big outer baddies that are going backwards in the sky. Now, technically, what we typically think of when planets go backward is that they're weakened in their effect. But this may not be the case, my friends, because remember, Neptune is in rulership. Okay, and Pluto is disposited by Saturn, which is also, they're both retrograde. This is not good. And based on what we just seen heading into this month, we've got more of this to come. So, what we can expect, because one of the things that we know about Saturn and Pisces is about accountability. This is all this whole last year has been. And in order to have accountability, you've got to have transparency, which means that a whole lot of covers, disguises, and veils have been ripped away. And now we see It's just a little crazy man behind the curtain operating controls, right? Not some big grand wizard. So this ripping away of the disguises and revealing, and making transparent what's really been going on has been a theme all year long and will continue to be, because it's about accountability. Saturn in Pisces is about accountability. So with Saturn going retrograde, what I would expect is more of the oh my gosh, what am I looking for? More of the exposure, but at much deeper levels. So the rot in the wood, as we dig deep, is going to show as even deeper than we thought. And also a lot of coming to the table, coming and having a meeting with Jesus, a lot of come to Jesus moments. So this month we should expect a whole lot of people to have a whole lot of, some accountability being thrust upon them, whether they want it or not. It's easier if you do it and take that responsibility on for yourself, but ultimately holding yourself accountable is a lot less painful than other people doing it for you. So with that in mind, check in with yourself too and make sure that you're trying to be as above board and operating with integrity as you can. And where you're not, accountability. Okay. Now, Neptune is also retrograde, and Neptune retrograde is not fun. It tends to hold back its better side. So, if you're looking for sympathy or pity or compassion for whatever your thing is, conflated victimhood, this whole pity party, this persecution complex, like pick all the worst expressions of victim, right? Because victimization comes under Neptune, but pick all the worst expressions of it, the fake ones, the overblown ones, the theatrical, dramatic ones. You're not getting a free pass this month. So all these entities, organizations, and individuals out here who have been playing that chord on the guitar forever. I'm so persecuted. Oh my God, I'm a victim. Oh, you know what I mean. Conflated victimhood, right? They're going to have their come to Jesus moment, for lack of a better term. They're going to have their come to Jesus moment this month, because Neptune retrograde will not give you the least bit amount of sympathy or pity. Or maybe even compassion or everything. I mean, it'll give it to you, but it's really small amounts because you're getting what you deserve. So we got a lot of that going on. It's going to be an uncomfortable month. It's just be an uncomfortable month and a whole lot of, right? Because we're in the last week of June as I'm doing this, the last couple days of June, and the Supreme Court is doing what like nobody could have ever believed anybody in their right mind would do. Because, Jesus, are you kidding me with this? So there's that. And then, of course, Pluto's retrograde in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius rules the masses. That rules all of us. Every shape, size, creed, religion, color, ethnicity, nationality, you name it. Like, it's the whole big bundle, of assorted goods, right? Assorted pieces. So that's Aquarius. And Pluto in Aquarius has, again, I've said this before, Pluto in Aquarius has a lot to do with bringing power back to the masses. Power to the people, comrade. So it's very much about we collectively have the power to change the course of the events that are unfolding. We have the power, right, to influence and impact and absolutely direct decision making. We, all of us, not the minority, not the crazy Bible thumping theocratic, like white nationalist Christian, like God, it's gotten weird out here. Anyway, so not the evangelists, the well-funded evangelists who represent a minority everywhere, right? But all of us, the non-homogenous group of us. So with Pluto being retrograde, this is going to be a time where you're going to hear like a low hum in the ranks, like kind of thing, as the bees are buzzing and getting ready to start up. So the revolution is coming. But it does not necessarily mean that it's a revolution with guns. Thank you very much. But it's a revolution in consciousness, right? But it starts with accountability, and accountability begins with transparency. So this is what we're kind of walking through this month is having the murky waters settle or expose or the levels drop down enough that we can actually see what's been under there all this time and addressing it. So that is all I'm giving you for the July horoscope, because I just can't. I don't have enough comedy or entertainment in my butt to blow out at you. I don't have it, right? This is a very, very serious time. And anybody with any education or any intelligence or who's been just generally paying attention and cares about more than me, mine, right? Me, mine, myself, knows that we got some issues right now. We got some big issues. The Supreme Court is doing things nobody in a million years would have thought anybody with any sense of integrity or ethics is doing. Like, it's okay to bribe judges. They've literally ripped up the Chevron law, right, which gives companies all sorts of free license to do whatever they want, because a judge, not an expert, but a judge will decide for the scientists, and the doctors and everyone else what is and isn't going to happen. People with no expertise are now being given full license to make these decisions as if they were the experts in the room. This is terrifying. This is terrifying. But it's a revenge tour. I mean, look at who we've got in the Supreme Court. And of course there was, if for those of you across the globe who watched or heard about the Biden-Trump debate, like, Jesus, really, Jesus, oh my God. So here's the thing I want to say about that. So we know Biden needs to step down. We've known that for a while. He needs to step down. We need someone else. We didn't want him in the first place. And the fact that he's barely doing better than Trump of all people in the polls says a lot about how not well he's doing, right? Like this, oh my God. So now, of course, the big talk around here is that he's got to step down. The Democratic Party has to figure out what they're doing, because if they continue to let him run, there's a very real chance that they're just going to hand the victory over to Trump. Not because people are going to vote for Trump, but because a whole lot of people are just not going to vote at all, more than usual, right? And that's problematic, because if you've seen Project 2025 and what they're planning, right? And it's not like Trump is opaque about this. He's very transparent about his malfeasance, right? So all you gotta do is listen to him. Everything he says is either, or every confession, every accusation is confession, and everything he says he actually means, right? So yeah. Anyway, so we got a whole bunch of stuff happening. So it's going to be kind of on the down low, kind of quiet, because nobody wants their stuff out there exposed to the public. So they'll try and keep this as below the radar as possible. But you'll hear the hum. You're going to hear the hum. So in the meantime, you take care of yourself and your nervous system. And we will see you back here in August. And remember, no matter how bad things get, remember that there is somebody out there right now that wants to tell you that they love you and just can't. Hang in there.